Hi everyone, my name is Carolina. I'm a children's book author and illustrator of this picture book, The Book Without a Story, which I wrote and illustrated. And I'll tell you just a few words about the book and how this idea came to my mind and maybe what's my favorite parts of this book. So, well, you may have guessed already what's the book about. It's about books in general. And where do you think it takes place, the story? In a library. So actually this story idea came to my mind one day when I was at the library. I love going to the libraries and especially to the children's section because there's so many fun and colorful books, and I love illustrated books. I love to look at other authors and other illustrators, what they came up with. So one day I was there browsing and also looking at how everyone had fun, a bit like in this spread. I was looking how people were enjoying reading books, reading to their children, how children were running around or reading or laughing. So all this experience kind of inspired me and gave me an idea to write a book about books as characters. So I thought the magic part here would be that the books come to life at nighttime. So when there's no one around, when the lost librarian goes home to bed, the books would come out and talk to one another. And what do they talk about? Well, they basically talk about us, the readers. So they talk about their adventures and experiences outside the library. Who took them home? Who read them? They even maybe know the name of the children. So all this fun stuff the books were talking about, the main character, the little book, was listening to and was a bit sad because this book was never borrowed, was never taken home, and was never read by anyone. And his name is Dusty. Why do you think he's called Dusty? Because he's full of dust. He's at the top of the shelf, was never read, and his cover was full of dust, so we couldn't see his real face. So I thought I'll show you later how to draw this character. And I think after you can draw this, you may draw any book. So you could even add a title to the book, or a face, or an illustration to make it even more interesting. Well, I must tell you that Dusty does have a beautiful fun cover, but at the moment it's just full of dust, so we can't see it. Well, one of my favorite illustrations here that I'm proud of in a way is this one, where the books make a book ladder to help Dusty get down off that shelf so he would have a chance to be read by someone. And I think it was quite fun to draw them all on top of each other, getting up to Dusty. Let me have a think what other spreads I may love here. Ooh, I love to work with light and shadow, and maybe I can show you how to draw a bit of light and shadow. This one. This is a spread where I created this light and shadow effect. I love to work with that. And especially in this book, where I've got lots of nighttime spreads. We had like this one, yeah? It's so important to represent the nice light of the moon, yeah, in this dark room. It gives it a nice effect. And I loved also to illustrate the end papers. I always love to add a bit more interesting, fun things to the end papers. So as you can see here, we've got lots of children reading all kind of books. And I think I even had a dog reading, the guinea pig hiding there. two boys reading too. So end papers are always fun to illustrate because you just can add a tiny bit more to the story.